Now, I don't know about you, fellow Manchester United fans, but I am getting really sick and tired of this. I'm getting bored of it, quite frankly. I was actually going to film this video in my bed because I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely tired of it. I'm tired of us creating all these chances and not burying them, not finishing them off, not going into half time 3 or 4 nil up. I'm getting sick of it now because, yeah, we have drew this game today, 1-1 in the Europa League, our first European match of the season, and yeah, it's a disappointment. 100%. I thought we played okay at times. We actually played quite well. And again, because of a mistake, we've ended up not coming away with 3 points. I mean, yeah, 3 points in Europe, isn't it? So it just winds me up. It really does wind me up because I think we've created a lot of chances. And like I said, we're just not finishing them. And I need to know why. It's not like we haven't got the players. I mean, Rashford, Xerxes, Garnacho came on, Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes, who didn't have a great game today at all. There was actually a moment in the game where I was calling for him to be subbed off because I don't know what it is. These last 2 games, Bruno, I feel like he's just been passing it straight into other teams, and he's not been the Bruno that we know, so to say. So yeah, let's dive into the game anyway. Excuse me, excusez-moi. I'm recording this straight off the back of the result. I don't want to edit. I can't be bothered editing it because, quite frankly, I actually want to get to bed. So yeah, let's discuss it, shall we? Anyway, we started off quite well. Rashford looked lively. Xerxes' few touches were lively. Like, we started off really well actually as a team. We sort of went down the left hand side quite a lot with Marcus Rashford. I sound like I'm about to tear up. Don't know why. We drew 1-1 with FC Twente in the Europa League. I don't know what's going on there. I've had a sore throat. I've been at football all day. I've been coaching people. I've been busy. Okay, leave me alone. Anyway, so we start using this left hand side quite often in this game. My throat is killing. Why am I filming this? Should I just slack it off? Should I slack it off? No, I'm joking. Anyway, why do I keep getting sidetracked? This is what I do all the time. Right. Anyway, Marcus Rashford. Yeah, he was involved quite a lot. In the opening minutes, the ball kept getting fed to him, and he was creating quite a few chances, and he was running at defenders. We're starting to see the Rashford of old, aren't we? So that was good to see. I thought Xerxes played well for the majority of the game. I think he didn't really have any clear-cut chances, but the touches, the little flicks, I thought he did well, and that's obviously what he is. He's that sort of player, isn't he? So Bruno, we'll get into him later. I thought Eriksen, again, hit and miss. He started off so well. At half-time, if you're asking me, I'm buzzing with Eriksen. I'm absolutely buzzing with him. He puts us 1-0 up, of course, with an unbelievable finish. Bruno feeds the ball into Dalot. He miscontrols it. The defender can't clear it. Eriksen just runs onto it, rifles it, wraps his foot around it, and razzes it into the top corner. He deserved that goal. The way he's played, it's 4 starts in a row for Christian Eriksen. It's like he's been resurrected again. Yeah. So Christian Eriksen played well up until their goal, where he was at fault. He was the mistake. He obviously gave them the goal. Which is quite annoying because we're not conceding goals through actual good play, if that makes sense. We're conceding goals through our own mistakes, and that's what really annoys me. It really does annoy me because we create so many chances. We have loads of chances. We have opportunities to score. We have corners. We have free kicks. We have clear-cut shots at goal. And then they do nothing. And because of one mistake, they take it, they pounce on it, and they equalise. And that is what we saw with FC Twente's goal. Christian Eriksen gets caught, and it's not like Eriksen to be caught, is it? He always knows the pitch. He's got a 3D image of a football pitch in his head. He's got eyes in the back of his head. He never gets caught. So that's what really surprised me. The ball's come into him, and he's not checked his shoulder. He's got caught with the ball, and it was pretty much a simple finish, wasn't it, for the FC Twente striker? Sam Lammers just ran through, sort of shown Onana the far corner. It was difficult for him. It was difficult for him, but then he just puts it near post because Onana had to cover both sides. I've seen a lot of people blame this on Onana, and come on, we can't be blaming that goal on Onana. It's all Eriksen. It's sad to say it's all Eriksen after he put us 1-0 up, but it's the truth. It is the truth at the end of the day, and we've only got ourselves to blame. We've only got ourselves to blame at the end of the day. Obviously, Eriksen at fault for the goal, but we can only blame ourselves for not scoring these chances. We've seen it time and time again with United, but this is a new United. We are playing better. We are playing a better style of football. We pass it better. We move with the ball better. We've got a high line. something that we didn't see much in this game. We saw it against Barnsley, we saw it that first half against Crystal Palace as well. High line, maybe that's because De Ligt wasn't playing, I don't know, but we had a high line and we knew exactly what we were going to do. Today it didn't look like that. It looked like the United of old for the majority of the game. We still played well, we still created chances, which we normally always do, apart from last season where we were shocking, we couldn't really do anything. But time after time we're creating these chances and we're not taking them. And something needs to change with that. We've got Ruud van Nistelrooy in for a reason. He is the striker coach. People need to start taking the chances. We didn't get loads of clear-cut ones, but do you know what I mean? But I know goals will come. Goals will come eventually, but it's just irritating because if we won that game, maybe I wouldn't be talking as infuriating or as annoyed as I am about it if we won the game. But because we've drew the game, because we've dropped points, all these things are sort of coming to my head straight away of how we're not taking these chances. So it's something to think on. We've got a really tough run coming up as well. Obviously Spurs at Old Trafford on the weekend, and I don't think it spoke about enough at Old Trafford recently. Apart from that Barnsley thrashing, I don't know what it is. It feels like the players are too scared to make a mistake, sort of thing. And obviously we did make a mistake today. So yeah, mate, I don't know. I think as soon as FC Twente scored their goal, we went flat again. I don't know what it was. Like Bruno, we need to talk about Bruno today. We do need to talk about Bruno because we can talk about Bruno. No. I actually don't know what that film's from. I only know the song. Anyway, Bruno, he didn't have his best game today. And he didn't have his best game against Crystal Palace either. But what annoys me is a little bit is the subs from Ten Hag, because yes, Bruno's the captain. We know the quality Bruno Fernandes has, but he can't be unsubbable. He can't be... If he's having a bad game, you've got to be able to take him off. He can't be up here. You can't have Ten Hag here and Bruno up here. Bruno has to be here. And Ten Hag sometimes, when he's seeing Bruno not having the best game, I think he should have brought him off today. And I think he should have brought him off around the 60, 65 minute mark. I don't think it was one of his best games. And the performance was pretty much summed up by that free kick at the end, wasn't it? Because that was shocking. We get a free kick right at the end, a chance to lump it in the box, maybe Maguire to head it back across to Højlund, to someone get on the end of it, and he plays a 1-2 with Mazraoui and shoots from 35 yards straight at the goalkeeper. Pathetic. I'm not a fan of that. He shouldn't have done that. He'll know he shouldn't have done that. I'm hoping we see the best of Bruno because I love him as a player. He's one of my favourite United players ever. I love Bruno Fernandes, but I don't think he should have stayed on today. I think some of the subs were wrong. I don't think Rashford should have come off. He was creating quite a few chances for us. It was one of his better games today. He was taking players on back to the Rashford of old. And I don't think Bruno should have stayed on. I think it should have been Mount for Bruno. Get that energy back in the middle. He sort of brought Mount on, pushed Bruno out wide onto the right. But then why are you taking Ahmad off? Why are you taking Rashford off? Just take Bruno off instead of playing Bruno on the right. Just have a natural winger out there. That's all I'm thinking anyway. But Bruno knows it wasn't his best game today. A lot of the United players know it wasn't their best game. I think we were the better team. I think we controlled the majority, 70-75 minutes of the game. But again, stupid mistakes are costing us, and we can't afford to do that against Tottenham. We can't afford to do that against Porto next week. We can't afford to do that against Villa the week after. We've got 3 big games there, and we need to start taking these chances. We need to start scoring goals. Hopefully we can get players fit and firing. And I thought this game this week was the chance to build on that. I thought we were going to score a few goals today, maybe 3, maybe 4 goals, going into the Tottenham game full of confidence. But that draw there, I don't know, sort of dampened our little run at the minute. Obviously, the Crystal Palace result wasn't great either, but I really, really expected us to do better today. And that's what's annoyed me. But anyway,